Hello, everyone. We are working through statistical methods for rates and proportions, Chapter 5, How to Randomize, Section 5.2. So during Section 5.1, we learned about how to take a simple random sample of a data set by randomly selecting 100 patients to be part of our study. And we're going to work with that same data set. Okay, we have 70% of our patients were female, 40% of our patients were selected to be part of this simple random sample. So I'm going to create a new data set where I only pick off the patients who are part of the simple random sample. So now when I create this new data set called temp, we can see that everyone was part of the sample and we only have the IDs of the patients who were selected. So patient 2, 4, 6, 7, and so on were selected to be part of our study. We can summarize the data frame for temp and see that similar to our study population, we have 70% females and everyone's a part of our sample. Now we're going to define A as a 1 and B as a 0. And we can think about A being that you receive the treatment and B being that you receive a placebo. And we can think about permutations of size 2. So if you took 2 patients, you could give the treatment and then the placebo, or you could give the placebo and then the treatment. So those are the only options for the order of a size 2 block being ran. Okay, so if I wanted, I could just give everyone A, then B, then B, then A, then B, then B, then A, then B, then B, then B and A, and do that over and over and over. So whenever a patient walks through the door, you're going to give 2 patients walk through the door. You're going to give the first one A, the second one B, and then the next 2 patients, you're going to give them B and then A, and then again, A, B, B, A. All right, so we can summarize our data set now. And we should see that 50% of our study, our patients, they received the treatment and 50% received the placebo. All right, we could do a similar thing and do block size of 4. So if we think about all the permutations we could have, having equal sizes to our treatment and placebo, we could think of AABB, ABAB, ABBA, BAAB, BABA, and BBAA. So these are the different permutations of size 4 for our 2 treatments. And now we could define the treatments by repeating all of these different permutations. And at the end of the day, we see that we still have 50% of our patients receiving the treatment and 50% of them receiving the placebo. And once again, if I look at the first 10 rows, we see those permutations. We have 1100 or AABB, right? And then the next group of 4 patients are going to get ABAB, and you go on and so forth. Okay, similarly, we could do block size of 6, and you can define those permutations for block size of 6. And then we can create the treatments. Okay, and if we look at the summary, not surprisingly, we still see 50% of the patients getting treatment A, 50% getting treatment B. And if we look at the order, right, this is the AAABBB right? That was permute 6.1 and so on. So essentially here, we've created a way to decide, are we going to have block sizes of 2, block sizes of 4, or block sizes of 6? And one thing that our book suggests is that you might want to do a mixture of the sizes, where first you select what block size you do, and then you select the permutation. And this is to reduce bias so that there's no question of different personnel having any idea about who's getting the treatment and who's getting the placebo. So we're going to first create a list called My Randomization, which is an empty list just ready for us to fill. We're going to have 3 different sizes for the permutation blocks, 2, 4, or 6. So I'm going to create a variable called My Size. And then we're going to define our permutations of size 2, 4, and 6 as all of the particular instances of the permutations that we discussed previously. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to sample from your block size of 2, 4, or 6, and you're going to do this, let's just say 100 times. And in this case, we're going to use replace equals true, because I can get a block size of 2, and then in the next iteration, I could choose a block size of 2 again, or 4 or 6. And then once I choose that, then the next one, I could choose a 2, 4, or 6 for the next string. So essentially here, this is giving me my order, which said choose a block size of 4, then 6, then 4, then 6, then 2, then 2, then 6, then 4. So it's telling me what size block that I want. And then I'm going to write a for loop, which says you're going to set your randomization. If the block size is 2, choose one of the permutations that are block size of 2. If the block size is size 4, choose one of the permutations from 4. If the block size is 6, choose one of the size 6 permutations, and so on. So by running this, I can look at my randomization pattern and see that on the 96th time that I got a 1 and a 0. And then on the 97th, it was size 4, and I got 1, 0, 1, 0. So I can then create a new variable called treatment.permute mixed. And from there, if I look at the first 10 rows, I can see that I have whether or not they're going to get the treatment or placebo. But in this case, I wasn't doing size 2 or 4 or 6. I'm actually doing a mixture where at every step I'm deciding what size permutation I'm doing, and then I'm randomly sampling the block to create those treatment groups. So I hope you learned something in this video, and I look forward to seeing you next time.